Yes, it was actually reported a few days ago how Sunday Igboho's home was actually invaded, and the police claimed that they saw bullets, guns, and all of that in his home. And it was also reported how they took his wife and others that were in the home, but he actually escaped. And they accused him of piling arms and weapons in his home. But unfortunately, it seems the government is not even smart enough. Some people brought out that same picture of a home that they saw some of those ammunition, not Igboho's home. The same picture where they put that the same police and DSS posted about 4 or 5 years ago that some of these bad guys piled up weapons, and they are bringing the same pictures telling us that was Igboho's home. Igboho told us that he does not use guns, he does not use weapons. What he uses is charms. And obviously, he has proven that because at this very point in time, Igboho's have actually said he does not know anything about that. But, his house was invaded, the house was scattered, a lot of things, a lot of appliances and the likes were actually destroyed in his home. And this time around, guess what he did? He has written to the federal government, and you will not believe what he said to them. He said if they don't give him this amount, that this is what is going to happen in the country. But well, guys, I'll bring you more details about all of this. But please ensure you subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, turn on the notification bell, like, and also share this video. Yes, yeah. Igboho is one man that everyone knows now because he's very popular because of what he has been doing for the actualization of the Yoruba nation. And of course, like I said earlier, he needs the support of the Yoruba people. But let us get into the details of this and find out what is going on and why he's telling federal government to give him this huge amount. Otherwise, this will be his next line of action. All right, guys, without further ado, right here, it says that embattled Sunday Igboho on Saturday wrote a petition to the federal government protesting damage to his residence, cars, and other property by state agents. He estimated his losses at 500 million naira and demanded same as reparation. Igboho, in a letter through his counsel, Chief Yomi Aliyu San, also sought a public apology for what he called violation of his fundamental human rights during the invasion of his house and the institution of a probe his of his house and the institution of a probe of the action of the security officials that conducted the raid. He equally implored all the governors of the southwest states that know the yearnings of their people and Igboho's large fellowship to wade in before it becomes Hydra-headed security problems in all their domains. Council alleged that those arrested in Igboho's house were being tortured to incriminate him, that guns and ammunition were recovered from his house. He said Sunday Igboho knew that he would be arrested one day, hence retaining our services. He could not be that daft to keep incriminating articles in his house. Our client's house is a 5-bedroom duplex with 5 chalets of 2 and 3 bedrooms. These are totally damaged, with operatives allegedly arguing on whether to burn down the edifice as done to his former palatial house. The lady officer alleged put her foot down against arson. Sunday Igboho has really gone through a lot just for the actualization of the Yoruba nation, because obviously this is not funny in any way. But it's just so funny how this government keep roping and incriminating people on things they know it is not true, just because they don't want any form of separation from Nigeria. It is not compulsory, it is constitutional. Whoever wants to go their separate ways, allow them to go. Even some of the northern elders have said this before. The president, the government should allow those who wants to go, allow separatists to go. There's no fun causing more problem for the country, you know. Today we're talking about Nnamdi Kanu and ESN destroying a lot of people. A lot of people have been dead because of this in the southeast. Not just that, a lot of people have been dead in the southwest. All of that, and the beginning of all of this started when the Fulani herdsmen invaded some of these communities in the southwest. Everyone was living in peace. Everyone was in harmony. But when these Fulani herdsmen started, they started killing farmers, started killing people in the community, kidnapping them. And when these people began to retaliate, that was when the main issue came out. And everyone began to say that these communities are trying to fight against the Fulanis. But this is not about fighting against the Fulanis. Let us face it. Let us face it, because the truth is, if we continue to act like the Yorubas are the problems, there's always a root cause of any problem. And the Fulani started this. And if this problem wants to be addressed, it should be addressed from there. Now they've left all of that and they are now addressing Sunday Igboho as the problem. Now remember, his house, one of his houses were burnt down, totally burnt down, was burnt down. And all of his property is gone. And he never petitioned anyone for that. Perhaps because he does not know who exactly did that. But I believe with the way times have gone and the incidents that have happened, the incidents that have happened, he should now understand that this is not an enemy. This is the government in display, and the government have proven that they are not worthy of any respect. So many times, Sunday Igboho have been intercepted, perhaps when he's traveling or going about his normal duty. He has been intercepted by soldiers and policemen, but he's always fortunate enough to have escaped. Like he said he might not be fortunate enough to always escape. That is the same reason he will not keep any incriminating thing in his home, because he knows that is one thing they will use to rope him down. So he's very, very careful in doing all of these things. But I wonder why the government is bent on destroying the lives of people. Now Nnamdi Kanu is in prison because of his the same agitation for a Biafra nation. Now they have tried tooth and nail to ensure they catch Sunday Igboho, but yet he's still being lucky. So what are we saying? Have we become a people that don't have freedom? Because that is exactly what the government is telling us. We don't have freedom, no freedom of speech, no freedom of expression. We are just here. They tell everyone what to do. If you must not go and eat, you must not go. If you must do this, it has become so terrible. And no country survives in this kind of condition, because if they have not once lived in a free and fair environment, it would have been much more easier. But these people have tested freedom. So there will be a lot of disloyalty. And I wonder how the government wants to keep up with this, because this is not just about them. We run a multi-party system in the country, and they should understand this, that they would not be on seat forever. Well, my dear people, let us just stop here. Whatever you have to say, please drop it in the comment section. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.